I am Dr. Chitra, Associate Professor and Head Department of Zoology. Today we are going to see about animal physiology. There are various physiological activities like digestion, respiration, circulation, excretion and reproduction. Now we can see about the mechanism of excretion. Do you know excretion? Excretion is nothing but separation and elimination of nitrogenous excretory products. Animals that accumulate ammonia, urea, uric acid, carbon dioxide, water and ions like sodium, potassium, chloride, phosphate, sulfate, that is either by metabolic activities or by other means like excess ingestion. These substances have to be removed totally or partially. A survey of animal kingdom presents a variety of excretory structures. In most of the invertebrates, these structures are simple tubular forms, whereas vertebrates that are having complex tubular organs called kidneys. In humans, the excretory system that consists of pair of kidneys that are metanephric kidneys, that is made up of pair of ureters, urinary bladder and a urethra. Kidneys are reddish brown and bean-shaped structure situated between the levels of last thoracic and third lumbar vertebrae, close to the dorsal inner wall of the abdominal cavity. Each kidney of an adult human that measures about 10 to 12 centimeter in length and 5 to 7 centimeter in width and 2 to 3 centimeter in thickness with average weight of 120 to 170 grams. Towards the center portion of the inner concave surface of the kidney, that is notch called hilum, through which ureter, blood vessels and nerves enter. Inner to the hilum, that is a broad funnel shaped space called renal pelvis with projections called calyces. See the diagram. There are two zones. The two zones that is made up of cortex and medulla. The medulla is divided into few conical masses, that is medullary pyramids, projecting into the calyces. The cortex that extends between the medullary pyramids as renal columns that are called column of Bertini. Each kidney has nearly the million complex tubular structures called nephrons. The nephrons are the structural and functional unit of the kidney. The nephron, that is the basic structural unit. There are the microscopic structure composed of a renal corpuscle and a renal tubule. The word nephron is derived from the Greek word nephrons, that is mean kidney. There are about millions of nephrons in each human kidney. The structure that actually produces urine in the process of removing waste and excess substances from the blood. There are about 10 lakh nephrons in each human kidney The most primitive nephrons are found in the kidney. That is very primitive organs like fish, amphibians, larvae and embryos of more advanced vertebrates. The nephrons found in the kidneys of amphibians and most of the fishes and in the late embryonic development of more advanced vertebrates are only slightly more advanced structure. The most advanced nephrons that occur in the adult kidneys, that is metanephrons, of land vertebrates such as reptiles, birds and mammals. Each nephron in the mammalian kidney is long tubule or extremely fine tube about 30 to 55 mm long. At one end this tube is closed, expanded and folded into a double-walled cup-like structure. This structure called the renal corpuscular capsule or Bowman's capsule because of the discoverer Bowman. That encloses a cluster of microscopic blood vessels, capillaries called the glomerulus. The capsule and the glomerulus together constitute the renal corpuscle. Blood flows into and away from the glomerulus through the tiny arteries called arterioles, which reach and leave the glomerulus through the open end of the capsule. In the renal corpuscle, fluid filters out of the blood in the glomerulus through the inner wall of the capsule and into the nephron tubule. As this filtrate passes through the tubule, its composition is altered by the secretion of certain substances into it and by the selective reabsorption of water and other constituents from it. The final product is urine, that is especially in mammals, which is conveyed through the collecting tubules into the renal pelvis. Next. Nephrons that clean the blood and produce urine. Glomerulus that filters and cleans the blood. Bowman's capsule holds the filtrate. Molecules are reabsorbed into the capillaries to balance the blood chemically. And the Henle's loop and water is reabsorbed and the collecting ducts that collect the urine from the nephrons and send it to the ureter. Nephrons are the filtering units in the kidneys. They clean and rebalance the blood to produce urine. Next. Nephrons clean the blood in 3 steps. Then the first step is filtration of the blood, that is especially by the glomerulus, and the second step is reabsorption of materials, that is by the proximal convoluted tubule and parts of the Henle's loop. And the third step is secretion. Next, this is the structure of the nephron. Next goes to formation of urine. If there is too much of water in the blood, then it is removed and put in urine. If there is not enough water in the blood, the kidneys will not remove it. If there is too much urea or other solutes in the blood, the kidneys will remove these excess solutes. By regulating solute numbers and water volume, the kidneys normally maintain homeostasis in blood solute concentration. Next. Kidneys are called hard-working organs because the 2 kidneys in the body receive between 100 to 2000 liters of blood per day, about the volume of a car. Because the body has only about 5.6 liters of blood, your blood runs through the kidneys to be cleaned out about once every 4 minutes. Factors that affect kidney functions. The hormones that regulates the excretory function of the kidney. The main hormone that regulates the excretory process is antidiuretic hormone. that prevents excess water loss from kidneys, and it inhibits the secretion of alcohol. Factors that affects kidney function. The functioning of kidney is efficiently monitored and regulated by number of hormones and their feedback mechanisms that involving the hypothalamus. Osmoreceptors in the body that are activated by changes in the blood volume, body fluid volume and ionic concentration also. An excessive loss of fluid from the body that can activate these receptors, which stimulate the hypothalamus and release antidiuretic hormone. And aldosterone that causes reabsorption of sodium and water from the distal part of the tubule. This also leads an increase in the blood pressure and GFR. This complex mechanism is generally known as renin-angiotensin mechanism. And the other factors like micturition, caffeine, and we are using so many cool drinks like Coca-Cola that increases the rate of salt and water loss from the kidneys. And the next process that is called diuresis. There is increased blood pressure that causes increased rate of water loss from the kidneys. And the other disorders that is like uremia and hemodialysis, urinary calculi or kidney stones, and also glomerulonephritis. Then finally we can see about the role of other organs in excretion. Our lungs that remove large amounts of carbon dioxide and also significant quantities of water every day. And liver, the largest gland in our body, the liver, the largest gland in our body, that secretes by containing substances like bilirubin, biliverdin, cholesterol, degraded steroid hormones, vitamins and drugs. Most of these substances ultimately passes out along with the digestive waste. The sweat glands and sebaceous gland in the skin that also eliminate certain substances through their secretions. The skin also very few amount of nitrogenous waste that will be removed out from our body. Okay. Thank you.